Well, what you're saying is that some Native American tribes had people that would be considered trans today, something that we can't fact check because they're dead.
It's
right?
historical knowledge.
It's historical knowledge that there were trans Native Americans.
Yes.
I really don't think that's historical knowledge. But here's what I'll answer. I don't think that there were trans Native Americans.
So if you could educate yourself a little more, you would know that.
Okay.
As well.
I will educate myself.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So Candace Owens is back on the headlines again, not for this particular interview, this particular topic. I don't know how far she can go. She better tread lightly because you know who her boss is. But let's go ahead and take a look. Candace started off with saying, no government anywhere has a right to commit a genocide, ever. There is no justification for a genocide. I can't believe this even needs to be said or is even considered the least bit controversial to state. Now, Candace is talking about, I would imagine she's talking about what's going on between Israel and Palestine and on the Gaza Strip, okay? We do know that there's been airstrikes on Gaza. This is a fact. This is happening. So I believe that that would be her comment to it. You know, that's what she's saying about it, but obviously she cannot get too indignant in the comment, right? And it looks like Dave Rubin, was like, well, as I'm sure you know, Candace, the Palestinian population has 5 times, I guess, multiplied 5 times in a few decades. But thank you for taking a strong stand against Hamas stated genocide of the Jews, which is in their charter. So I guess Dave Rubin is saying to her, like, by saying this, it's like you're, you know, he's basically calling her bluff. Like he's calling her bluff. You can tell he's saying like, oh, well, since you care about genocide, since that's the word you're using, well, it's in Hamas's charter. So, okay. And she goes on, and I just think it's kind of funny. What's amazing about this is that I did not name any country in this tweet, but he didn't either. Like he was just as petty as her. I simply stated that genocide is wrong, always. This is not a controversial stance. Interesting how you interpreted it, but we just read it, right? So he interpreted it exactly how she put it. Since she's being so blurry about it, you know, like since she's being so blurry about it, well, he has a right to interpret it the way she said it. I mean, she's being blurry about something obvious. Like this is why I don't know. Like I understand that everybody has a brand. With Dave Rubin, Candace Owens, you know, Ben Shapiro, Daily Wire, all of them. What they've been able to do is great. They've built empires. It's awesome. I think that's great. It's a lot of work that goes into that. You know, you don't just wake up one day and you have an empire. But the problem is when you are representing certain organizations, you can only take it but so far. I'm not over here telling anybody to take a stand or a side on the situation. We talk about the situation on my channel, and this thing is way too messy to start, you know, throwing up posters or whatever. But the fact is that there have been reported, you know, over 9,000 civilian casualties in Gaza. I mean, this is reported. This is known, and like at least 2,500 of them have been children. So it is okay to feel some type of way about that. At least, I mean, I think that's human, you know, but she can't even say that's what she's talking about. And so now we get into this weird tick for tat. And so then she goes back again. In short, if the blanket statement that genocide is wrong upsets you in any way, then you need to check yourself. I said exactly what I meant, and I won't be backing down or apologizing or further clarifying the statement. Yeah, but you, like, you know, like this is what conservatives are doing with this. Like, again, I get it. You guys have these big, you know, it's a lot. You're connected to other people's money. You can't go too far. I've noticed Charlie Kirk has straight up stopped talking about this as much. It's probably safer for him, okay? Because he couldn't have an opinion outside of the right-wing narrative without being called an anti, right? So I think that's probably safer for him. But let's see how people are responding to her. I'm not upset. Again, I thank you for taking the principled position against Hamas' declared goal of genocide. But see, that's when I would have flew back under him and I would have been like, but I never said that. Like, I never said that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what you're trying to do here, like, don't put words in my mouth because I didn't say that either. I made a blanketed statement, you know? So it's just funny, but like, it really is. It's just like, It's also kind of lame. No one agrees that genocide is wrong. The implication that Israel is doing genocide is deeply wrong, but you know this already. So my answer to all of this is again that John Burke made it. John Burke made it to the scene. Let's see what John's had to say. Now you just stop that right meow. You're pregnant. You're a pregnant woman, as you clearly stated with, I guess somebody else. Pedro, and shouldn't be engaging in this type of, I guess you meant to say on Twitter beef. It's not good for the baby. Like everybody's trying to get on her. I get it. It's easy, and it's easy. So all she did was say a blanket statement. She can't come out and say everything, so she made a blanket statement, and it got him worked up. And so it's just a bunch of back and forth. It's childish. It's childish to me, but here we are today. This is the fighting for free speech. I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye.